God says He is working beyond your imagination. Even in moments when it seems like nothing is happening, His hand is moving, orchestrating miracles, aligning divine connections, and paving the way for blessings that are beyond anything you could dream. The Bible reminds us in Isaiah 55:8-9, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." You may not understand the delays, the detours, or the challenges, but trust this: God is working it all out for your good. Type Amen if you believe God is making a way for you right now. Sometimes we look at our circumstances and wonder if God has forgotten us. But let me remind you today that the same God who created the universe is the one who is working in your life. Ephesians 3:20 tells us, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us." You may have prayed for something specific, but God is about to exceed your expectations. He is not a God of the ordinary. He is a God of the extraordinary. Type receive it. If you know God is preparing something miraculous for you. God says, the delays are not denials. God's timing is always perfect. When you feel like giving up, remember that He is not finished with you yet. In fact, the waiting period is where God does some of His greatest work. Romans 8:28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, God is actually putting the pieces together for your breakthrough. Type 555 to claim this promise over your life. God is not limited by what you see. He operates in the realm of the impossible. He is making moves behind the scenes that will leave you speechless. The job you've been praying for, the healing you've been waiting on, the restoration you've been hoping for, it's all in His hands. Psalm 37:4 says, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Type 777 if you believe God is turning your situation around. Do not underestimate the power of God's plan. What you think is a setback might actually be a setup for something greater. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." God sees the bigger picture, and He is aligning everything in your favor. Type 888 if you're ready to receive the overflow of God's blessings. You are not forgotten. Every prayer you've prayed, every tear you've shed, every hope you've held on to, God has seen it all. He is faithful to fulfill His promises. Numbers 23:19 tells us, "God is not human, that He should lie, not a human being, that He should change His mind. Does He speak and then not act? Does He promise and not fulfill?" Trust that He is working on your behalf, even in ways you cannot see. Type 9999 if you trust in God's unshakable faithfulness. Even when you can't feel Him, God is with you. He promised in Deuteronomy 31:8, The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. This is your season to walk in faith, knowing that God is directing your steps. Do not let fear or doubt hold you back. Type "claim it" if you're ready to step into God's purpose for your life. The breakthroughs you've been waiting for are closer than you think. Often, just before the biggest blessings, the enemy will try to distract or discourage you. But hold on to this truth. God is greater than anything that stands in your way. 1 John 4:4 says, "The one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." Keep pressing forward. Your miracle is on the horizon. Type "Amen" if you believe your breakthrough is near. God is not just working on the things you've asked for. He is preparing blessings that you didn't even know you needed. Ephesians 3:20 reminds us, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine." Trust Him with your dreams, your plans, and your future. He is the author of your story, and He writes with grace, love, and purpose. Type "receive it" if you're ready for God's plan to unfold in your life. This is a season of divine alignment. Everything that seemed out of place is being rearranged for your good. The doors that were closed were not a rejection, they were redirection. God is leading you to something greater. Revelation 3:8 says, "See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut." Step into this season with boldness, knowing that what God has for you, no one can take away. Type 555 to declare that this is your season of favor. God's love for you is limitless. Thank you for watching. Q4.